This week's drone news is dominated by the Mavic 3 and the information which is sprouting out from everywhere online. We're first going to take a look at the recently leaked 8 pages of specs for the Mavic 3. Then we're going to jump over and we're going to take a look at the new DJI Fly app update 1.4.12, and we're going to take a look at what's new with that update. Then we're going to jump back to the Mavic 3. We're going to take a look at the rumored Mavic 3 prices. And lastly, we're going to take a look at the leaked images of the Mavic 3 Cine kit and see what's included and what sets that Cine edition apart from the standard models. Let's jump right in. So before I get into this week's drone news, I just want to say, if you like this video and you learned something new, please make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new around here and haven't subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure that notification bell is on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So 8 pages of the Mavic 3 specs have leaked online. Jasper Ellens, and I hope I pronounced that name right, has published these on Twitter, and if you want to take a look yourself, I'll put a link in the description down below. Now, these leaked specs pretty much confirm everything that everyone online is already saying about this drone. There's not much about this drone, this Mavic 3, that people don't know yet. I did a video a couple of weeks back where I talked about these specs and what we expect in the Mavic 3, and these 8 pages of specs leaked recently pretty much confirm all that information. The drone will come with 2 cameras mounted in one gimbal system, and the first of them is going to be a 20 megapixel camera in collaboration with Hasselblad. It's a 4/3 CMOS sensor which can shoot up to 5.1K footage. So we already know that that primary camera on this drone is going to be capable of producing epically cinematic and really high quality footage. Now, one differentiator between the Cine edition and the standard edition is going to be that the Cine edition can shoot in Apple ProRes 422 high quality format, and that sets it apart from the standard editions which can't. The second camera mounted on that gimbal system will be a 12 megapixel zoom camera. So if we think back to the Mavic 2, you basically had to choose one or the other. The great thing about the Mavic 3 is you're going to have both the zoom and the standard camera on one drone, which you can switch in the air while flying. The standard Mavic 3 is going to come with 8GB of internal storage, whereas the Cine edition is going to come with 1TB of internal storage, and these drones can take microSD cards up to 2TB storage. They're going to have a 5000 mAh battery, which is going to be good for a flight time of 46 minutes, and this is a big jump, because if you think about the Air 2S, basically the drone that's a step down below the Mavic 3, it's only got 31 minutes flight time. So you're basically getting another 15 minutes of flight time. That's 3/4 of an hour. That is absolutely amazing. That's going to allow you to get so many shots with one battery charge. It's a perfect amount of time for flying your drone. If anything, it's probably more than we need. But as you know, as a drone flyer, the more time you can have your drone in the air on one battery, the better. So if you want to take a look at the 8 pages of specs in full, I've linked Jasper Ellens' Twitter down below, and you can jump in and take a look at them specs yourself. DJI Fly 1.4.12 update. DJI has recently released a new Fly app update 1.4.12. There are 2 main features that are new with this update that I want to talk about, among other general bug fixes that you would normally expect from a Fly app update. The main new feature is live streaming. You're now going to be capable of live streaming the footage from your drone to the likes of YouTube. Now, this live streaming feature works in the Air 2S, the Air 2, the Mini 2, the Mini SE, the Mavic Mini, and the DJI FPV models. To use this feature, you're going to want to look for the new transmission tab, and then the app will ask you for your stream URL and your stream key, and you can choose to stream in either 720p or 1080p. So is this a feature that I would personally use? Well, I can't really see myself using this feature much. However, I can really see uses for it. So if you're someone who wants to live stream an event from your drone, so now you can get new perspectives of live events and stream them live through the DJI Fly app. It's a fantastic additional feature. But that's not all. The second and arguably the more useful feature to this DJI Fly app update is the ability to see the video stored or cached before the loss of a transmission. Now, this could prove really useful if finding a crashed or downed drone. So there's 2 scenarios. Let's say you crash your drone in a forest and you momentarily lose sight of it. You'll now be able to go in and see the video just before you lose connection to your drone, and that will hopefully give you a visual reference of where that drone is to go and find it. Secondly, if your drone decides to auto land for whatever reason, or say you lose connection to it and it starts to go down, you're going to be able to see a video reference of the last images that drone captured, which again should be able to help you find it if that unfortunate scenario happened. In the app, it's under Find My Drone, and it could prove really, really useful in helping people find their drones in them unfortunate circumstances. So next we want to talk about the Mavic 3 rumored prices. There's been so much talk about the Mavic 3 prices online, it's crazy. I think that's because of the wildly high numbers being bandied about online. Now the first set of leaks that came in and the first set of pieces of information that were floating about online were reporting really crazy high prices. And I think that's got everyone in a state of, well, this is absolutely crazy. You know, how can they be charging that much? But then there was a set of revisions came through where all of a sudden people were reporting, actually these numbers are too high. What we're hearing now is that they're not going to be anywhere near that. So the most recent set of prices that are being leaked online, and again, these are leaks. So as I'm saying throughout this video, do not take this information for a fact. It's only a fact when DJI announces it. So I've got them up here. So the Mavic 3 is going to be $2,049. The Mavic 3 Fly More combo is going to be $2,799. And the Mavic 3 Cine Premium combo, the one that looks like it's coming with the smart controller, is going to be $4,649. Now those prices do seem high, but unfortunately, going by the most recent rumors, these seem to be the most likely prices that drone's going to be. Now there's massive debate online about if this is just too much for a consumer drone, and that even branches out more to say, is the Mavic 3 a consumer drone or is it a prosumer drone? You know, is it aimed at a hobbyist? Is it aimed at someone like me who just does YouTube? Or is it aimed at someone who does aerial photography and video in a more professional setting? So maybe they do it part-time, it turns some side income, or maybe they do it professionally for themselves. Who is this drone aimed at? And that really dictates then what price is acceptable for that drone. You have to remember you're basically getting two drones in one. So if you think of the Mavic 2, you had to choose between the standard drone or the zoom drone. Well, now you're getting both them options in one drone. So I do expect the price to be quite high. Whether the drone is worth that price tag or not, we'll just have to wait and see when it comes out. So now I want to talk about the leaked images of the Mavic 3 Cine kit and what's included in it. Jasper Ellens again has released his picture on Twitter showing the what looks like promotional image for the Mavic 3 Cine edition, and it shows what comes in that combo. Again, if you want to see this image for yourself, the link is in the description. Now, along with this, Jasper Ellens has also released lots of images of the Mavic 3 drone. But these are not as interesting to me because for weeks now we've been seeing images of the Mavic 3 drone. I don't think there's any drone flyer who currently doesn't know what the Mavic 3 is going to look like with that square-shaped cube new gimbal in the front housing the two cameras. But what is really exciting about this accessories photo is we can see some of the accessories coming in the Cine kit. So I've got it here in front of me, and the first thing I can see is there's the drone itself, obviously, and then we've got this quite large drone gimbal protector, and that's obviously to protect them two cameras at the front. We've got our standard DJI shoulder bag for the drone. And I love these shoulder bags. It's amazing that they include these in things like the Fly More combos, because it's what I use every time I go out flying my drone. It's not just an afterthought that DJI throws in to make the kit seem value for money. It really is value for money because the shoulder bag's good. We can then see what looks like the DJI smart controller. This is probably one of the main reasons why the Cine kit is going to cost so much more, because you're not getting the standard DJI controller, you're getting the DJI smart controller with the built-in screen. And then below that, we can see something really interesting. Now, starting with the Air 2S, DJI started doing something really interesting. They started to include ND filters in the Fly More kit and offer DJI produced ND filters. Now, ND filters are fantastic. I really recommend using them. I think it makes your footage much more cinematic. The ones I use are in the description down below. But DJI is now tapping into this market and producing their own. And you can see here in this Cine kit, you get two sets of ND filters, or what look like ND filters. And you can also see that these ND filters cater for both cameras on the front of that drone. They're really unique looking ND filters because obviously the cameras in the front of that gimbal are in a really unique layout. Then if we go across, you can see you obviously get your spare propellers, and then we can see a battery charging hub. We can see two batteries in this picture, but obviously, as is normally the way with DJI, the third one is in the drone itself. And then we can see your normal USB cables, charging cables, and power brick that you would normally expect with the drone. So what really sets this Cine kit apart from the other models? Well, at this stage, it's really hard to be definitive, but going by these pictures, we can see that the biggest differentiator I would expect is that it comes with ND filters. The standard edition or the Fly More combo might come with one set of ND filters, whereas the Cine edition might come with two sets of ND filters. That's something I would expect. But the main difference seems to be that the Cine edition comes with a smart controller. Have a look for yourself, the link is down below, and let me know what you think about all this Mavic 3 information in the comments down below. So if you've liked this video and you've learned something new, please make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new around here and haven't subscribed, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure that the notification bell's on. Are you going to pick up the Mavic 3 when it comes out? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching this one to the end. I'll see you in the next one.